Hi everyone, it is December 9th, 2020. I just thought I'd give you a quick and dirty update on my tank. As you can see, I have been back to my fertilizing routine and my cleaning routine best I can. Meaning I do have 10 scarlet batis babies in here, which you can see one right there, moving around. Here. Perfect. And they're teeny and colorless at this point, so sucking up this debris on the sand at the front does make me nervous, as they do hang out there. Although I do siphon my water into a bucket when I do substrate cleaning, just so I can make sure I suck up any snails, shrimp, and have in the past sucked up cories, that I can get them out of the bucket. It still makes me nervous. I'm just refraining from doing that right now. But I am back to my routine for the most part. Water changes are happening after my lazy summer off. And you can see that my Java fern is coming back. The black dots are still there on some leaves, and as the leaves get easy to pull off, I am removing them and getting some new growth, and it's coming back. Look at that back there, nice and full. So hopefully that will start to rectify itself quicker rather than later, as several times as I drop the water line 30%, and again this is a 120 tank, 48 inches wide, 24 inches tall, 18 inches deep. It's the 120 tall. Would never buy this footprint again. It's very difficult to clean. My little short pterodactyl or T-Rex arms do not reach down to the bottom of this tank, and tools are just flimsy and make it more difficult to do. It's just my experience. But as I drop the water line, I do use Excel Flourish to clean off this piece of wood and any pieces that stick out or stick out of the water line that I can clean, such as even that outtake, which is really filthy right now. But I am doing that, and it is, the blackbeard algae is growing back on it pretty fast. I'm seeing blackbeard algae still on the tips of the remaining leaves that are not thriving. You can see it there. So any leaves that are like at the black dots on it, I see some blackbeard. I don't really see blackbeard algae on the healthy leaves, so this is not surprising to any aquarist out there who's been in the game for a while, or whoever's battled algae. But I am starting to see it form. I can see it on this piece of spiderwood here slightly, although I don't see it on this one. Okay, maybe a little bit on the tip. I can see some fuzz starting. So that's concerning to me. I don't enjoy battling blackbeard algae. I mean, who does? But I'm going to keep up with my battle. Keep up with removing the leaves. I did a leaf removal on Saturday. I'm doing it every weekend, pretty much. So I'll do a water change and a leaf removal, and so my fertilizer dosing. I'm doing 3 capfuls of Excel a day. It says 2.5 capfuls, 1 capful for 50 gallons, and I have a 120 gallon tank. I'm doing 3 capfuls. I'm not too worried about overdosing, considering it says after a 40% water change, do 1 capful per 10 gallons, which I do not do. This is more Excel Flourish than I ever used in the beginning when I had a small blackbeard algae problem, and that was without any plant decay. So, and that blackbeard algae went away right away, and it was way worse than this. But this is not, I'm not seeing a great big difference yet, so hopefully we will. But I just wanted to give you an update. Things are going well. Ooh. A shrimp skin. A mono shrimp skin right there. I love my mono shrimp, but That grosses me out of this. Yeah, so I need a CO2 refill apparently. That's pretty low there. Pressure's low. Tank's almost empty. But it's doing all right. I'm pleased. My beautiful, beautiful Kubutai neon green Rasboras. We originally started out with 50 of them. About a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now. It'll be 2 years in June. It's December, so year and a half. I'm down to 20. And it's from various reasons. I have seen quite a few of them die of age. You know, like just get skinny. I think there was a water issue at the beginning. My water was a little too hard for them, and then I started to add RO. They like that. So I've been adding, when I do my water changes, it's about 60% tap, 40% RO, in and around there. I do see some pregnant Rasboras with eggs. Don't really think anything ever comes of that. I've never really seen babies. Even when I let my Hydrocotyle Japan get so out of control, it's up on the surface, so babies can easily hide in the foliage floating at the top. I still don't see any baby production. I think that has a lot to do with the shrimp and the snail population in this tank. It's heavy. I don't think any eggs would survive. I also see on a lot of occasion pygmy fat pygmy cories, and the males really chasing the females around, and the schooling behavior and grouping, and I'm assuming that they're laying eggs in there as well. And again, I'm not seeing any babies from that. I do believe that is a shrimp and snail population. So, unfortunately, as my Rasboras dwindle, another fish I've always wanted to keep, which is common to a lot of people, but I find incredibly beautiful and quite sad that they're endangered in the wild and only plentiful in our tanks, and that we use them as feeder fish, is white cloud minnows. I love them. I think they're stunning. And they will be my next schooling fish. But I just want to give you an update. That's where we are with the blackbeard algae. I know some of you have been asking, so I thought I would give you a update. Another update to come in about a week or two from now. I'm just about to dose and feed and fill a little bit, because that outtake is gurgling away because the water level is too low. And see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me.